March 6, 1957, Ghana became the first African nation to gain independence from colonial rule, led by Kwame Nkrumah. March 6, 1836, the Battle of the Alamo ended in San Antonio, Texas. Mexican forces under General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna defeated Texan defenders, including figures like Davy Crockett and James Bowie. March 6, 1857, the U.S. Supreme Court delivered its ruling in Dred Scott v. Sandford, declaring that African Americans were not citizens and had no rights under the Constitution. March 6, 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt ordered a nationwide bank holiday to stabilize the banking system during the Great Depression. March 6, 1811, Miguel Hidalgo y Costilla, a leader of Mexico's independence movement, was executed by Spanish authorities. His efforts laid the groundwork for Mexico's eventual independence in 1821. March 6, 1913, Francisco I. Madero, a key figure in the Mexican Revolution, was assassinated during a coup led by General Victoriano Huerta. March 6, 1980, Terry Fox began training for his Marathon of Hope, a cross-country run to raise awareness and funds for cancer research. March 6, 1984, protesters clashed with police in Quebec during demonstrations against the federal government's plans to amend Canada's constitution without provincial consent. March 6, 1964, military leaders in Brazil began planning a coup d'état, which would eventually overthrow President João Goulart and establish a military dictatorship lasting until 1985. March 6, 1816, the Congress of Tucumán convened to discuss Argentina's independence from Spain. This meeting ultimately led to the formal declaration of independence on July 9, 1816. March 6, 1976, during Argentina's Dirty War, the military junta intensified its crackdown on political opponents, leading to widespread disappearances and human rights abuses. March 6, 1961, Fidel Castro declared Cuba a socialist state, solidifying his alliance with the Soviet Union and setting the stage for decades of tension with the United States. March 6, 2008, Cuban leader Raúl Castro announced economic reforms, including allowing Cubans to own cell phones and computers, signaling a shift toward limited market liberalization. March 6, 1812, a devastating earthquake struck Venezuela, killing an estimated 20,000 people and destroying much of Caracas. The disaster weakened Simón Bolívar's independence movement temporarily. March 6, 2014, anti-government protests escalated in Venezuela following the death of student protester Basil da Costa. These demonstrations highlighted growing dissatisfaction with Nicolás Maduro's leadership. March 6, 1930, Enrique Olaya Herrera was inaugurated as President of Colombia, marking the beginning of the Liberal Party's return to power after decades of conservative rule. March 6, 2016, the Colombian government and FARC rebels reached a revised agreement on transitional justice, paving the way for a final peace accord later that year. March 6, 1824, Simón Bolívar arrived in Lima to lead the liberation campaign against Spanish forces. This marked a turning point in Peru's struggle for independence. March 6, 1990, Alberto Fujimori was elected president of Peru, marking the start of a controversial decade-long presidency characterized by economic reforms and authoritarian tendencies. March 6, 1973, Salvador Allende, Chile's socialist president, survived an attempted coup led by opposition forces. This foreshadowed the successful coup later that year on September 11, 1973. March 6, 1985, protesters clashed with police in Santiago during demonstrations against Augusto Pinochet's military dictatorship, highlighting growing opposition to his regime. March 6, 1804, Jean-Jacques Dessalines formally declared Haiti an independent republic, establishing it as the first black-led nation in the world and the second independent nation in the Americas. March 6, 2004, after weeks of unrest, Haitian President Jean-Bertrand Aristide resigned and fled the country under international pressure, leading to a period of political instability. March 6, 1963, Juan Bosch was inaugurated as President of the Dominican Republic, marking the country's first democratic election after years of dictatorship. However, his presidency was short-lived due to a coup. March 6, 1830, Ecuador declared independence from Gran Colombia, establishing itself as a sovereign nation. March 6, 1979, Jaime Roldos Aguilera was inaugurated as Ecuador's first democratically elected president after years of military rule. March 6, 1954, the CIA-backed coup against President Jacobo Arbenz began taking shape, culminating in his overthrow in June of that year. This event marked the beginning of decades of political instability. March 6, 1812, a massive earthquake struck Venezuela, killing an estimated 20,000 people and destroying much of Caracas. March 6, 1988, a powerful storm hit the Caribbean, causing flooding and damage in Jamaica and other islands. March 6, 1980, Terry Fox began training for his Marathon of Hope, raising awareness about cancer and becoming a national hero in Canada.